Greetings everybody, I am Brian D0313 and today with me is
SirRosser.
And we're doing co-op Final Fantasy 1 for the NES.
Should be wild.
It will be wild. So we decided to play this game. How we're going to do this is I'm going to play half of the game and SirRosser's going to play another half of the game. Right?
Believe me, it's less complicated than it sounds. Just hear us out here.
So yeah, I came up with this idea after watching someone else do sort of the same exact thing with the Final Fantasy Tactics Let's Play. So how it's going to play is, I'm going to start off the game, I'm going to play up until the Earth Crystal, then SirRosser's going to take over for the Fire Crystal, then we're going to both each do the Ice Cave together. Well, I'm going to do my version, he's going to do his version, and we're going to post that, and see how bad we do at it. Then SirRosser's also going to take the Castle of Ordeals. I'm going to take the Ice Crystal, and then he's going to finish up with the, what's the final crystal?
Wind
Crystal, and the final cave. Also, as this game has job classes, we're going to each choose 2 job classes for each of us.
Yes, we've decided to go totally blind. We've each selected 2 job classes, not telling each other beforehand which 2 we will select.
Aye aye.
Should be interesting.
Okay. Before we start, we got our response rate, as you can see on the screen, at 6, which is the battle message speed. 6 is pretty much the best to go with when doing battles. Anything lower is just ridiculously slow. Anything higher, and you can't read the messages. So we're going to go to new game. Do you want to do a little information on each of the job classes?
Oh, if you'd like.
Okay, start off.
I think you've got a handle on it.
Trying to figure out how to get to. Okay, start off with the fighter. Tell us about the fighter.
The fighter fights. He loves to fight. He probably drinks and punches all night long.
I would say that the black belt probably punches more than the fighter.
Yeah, but the fighter has to check his weapons at the door, or else he'll get kicked right out of the place.
Too true. The fighter is is like our.
He's our melee guy.
He's our melee guy. He is the most expensive character to use. He uses pretty much all the armors, all the heavy armors, all the weapons.
All the weapons, yeah.
All the best equipment in the game.
Yeah, he can soak up damage like a mad bastard, but he can also dish it out.
Would you say yeah, just keep on going.
Yeah, the only problem is he doesn't get magic. But when you can... Well, I mean, he gets, like, weak magic later, but... You know, when you can deal out as much damage as he can, you don't really need it.
True. Let's see, what else did I want to say about the fighter? Oh yeah, is the fighter slow in this game?
You know, I can't recall.
Oh well, who cares? He's a fighter, he's just going to fuck shit up.
That he is.
Typically this job class in any RPG games, they're usually slow because they have all that equipment on. So, that's the background behind it. Next.
He's also slow because he didn't pay attention in math class.
True. Next is our thief, who loves to steal.
Yeah, he doesn't steal in this one, but he can run like a mad bastard.
What else can you tell me about the thief? I always heard that the thief is like one of the worst job classes to use in this game.
Basically, yes, but the upside of the thief is that he can, in fact, run from some scary-ass monsters later on in the game.
For instance,
where other characters can't.
For instance, the Ice Cave.
Oh yeah.
Damn those bastard Ice Cave monsters.
As long as you have a thief in your party, you can pretty much count on being able to run. Flee.
Now, I also heard that the Thief's upgrade class is pretty decent.
Yes, they upgrade into the ninja.
But by the time we're a ninja, we're not really at the hard part of the game.
It's debatable. It depends on how soon you get there. They can also use a lot of black magic and weapons at that point.
Yeah. So we're not going to be going to the cave or the Castle of Ordeals until after the Ice Cave. So that's part of the challenge.
Indeed.
Let's see. Who's next? Black Belt.
Ah, yes, the Black Belt. Later retitled to the Monk. There's a lot of controversy over whether this character was glitched at the beginning or if it was meant to be the way it is. But basically, after they get a few levels under their belt, you don't want to equip them with any weapons because they are the punchy guys.
Yeah, usually in all games like this, like Final Fantasy and Dread Warrior, like the black belt martial artists, what else are they called? Ninja? No, not ninjas.
Monks.
They usually use their fists or claws sometimes. In this game, usually claws aren't that good. It just makes them a little bit weaker.
In this game, actually, if you equip them with any weapons or heavy armor later on, their capabilities are just going to go down.
Yeah, so we won't be equipping the black belt with anything. He's just going to stay naked.
It is interesting that they actually can equip it, though. They are technically allowed. They are able.
Yeah.
Much like Pooh from Earthbound.
Yeah. So,
it will only hurt you in the end.
So yeah, there is a supposed bug in this game about the black belt's absorb, which every time he levels up, his absorb will be the same exact number as his level. As I read.
See, I have no idea about that, but I do know that they are worth having in most parties, because another thing that you'll notice about them, if you level them up high enough, they get a ridiculous amount of hits in. That's one thing about this game that wasn't continued in later Final Fantasies.
It's in Final Fantasy 3 though.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Well, then in this game in Final Fantasy 3, a lot of the attack power comes from the characters getting multiple hits in as they level up.
Fucking shit up.
Oh yeah.
Who's next? Red Mage.
Ah yes, the Red Mage.
Don't you just love that hat of his?
It's a pimp hat, to be sure. The thing about the Red Mage, what can't we say about the Red Mage?
He can't use high-level magic spells.
I'll tell you what we can't say about the Red Mage.
What?
That he sucks.
He sucks?
No, that's what we cannot say about the Red Mage. Because it's just not true.
Can he equip the same exact equipment as the fighter, or is he limited from
The Red Mage can equip almost as much equipment as the fighter, plus he gets almost all of the early and mid-level spells. When he upgrades, he gets most of the high-level spells too, for both black and white magic.
I believe he goes up to only level 6 though.
Yes. Something like that.
Does
he doesn't get the highest elemental magics.
But who cares about those?
Right. Who cares about those? Unless we start talking about the Black Mage, who can cast the high-level elemental magic. And the reason this is good is because you can get rid of some of the huge groups that come out later in the game, especially the undead with the fire magic.
Yes. Does the Red Mage get less spell charges compared to the White Mage and the Black Mage?
I think he does, but it's almost negligible.
So Red Mage is a decent character, you say?
A Red Mage can pretty much make up for the White and Black Mage by himself.
Let's see. So next, we got the White Mage. Now, there's been some controversy on whether this White Mage is male or female. What do you say?
Well, official canon would have it that it is in fact a female. When I was a little kid playing this game, I frankly didn't give a rat's ass.
Looks like a female.
It does.
Okay.
I mean, there is like the stereotype, though, that you don't want to try to fall into that trap where, healer, kind of motherly, wussy type of character is always going to be the chick.
Like Rosa from Final Fantasy IV.
Right.
But she didn't suck, she kicked ass.
No, she was badass. She had that bow.
And some people don't even like using the bow, but I love using the bow.
Especially from the back row, where it could decimate the enemies.
So what can you tell me about the White Mage?
Well, I think we've pretty much gone over it. You get the highest level healing spells. Anytime you go into a dungeon, you're going to get the best defensive magic. What a lot of people don't realize is the White Mage, not only for healing, but also for the for spells like Image or I forget what they're called right offhand, but the White Mage also has a lot of spells that just flat out cause your characters to ignore damage. And the thing is that the white mage is going to be getting more of those than the red mage.
How about equipment? How does the white mage compare to the other?
The white mage is pretty much the second weakest character as far as offensive capabilities. Well, physical offensive capabilities.
How do you win battles if you're carrying a stupid staff?
Well, they can also use hammers, though.
I never knew that.
Hammers and maces, flails, etc. You don't really get that impression from this particular translation, but it is there.
Black mage, and
the black.
Look at him, he's black.
And he's a mage.
He's got a nice hat too.
Yep. The black mage can rip through groups. And that's about all you can say about him. Anything else you're gonna pretty much be able to use a red mage for.
So, would you say that in this game, does it follow the traditionals with traditional setups with white mage uses just staves and black mages uses rods?
No, actually in this game the black mage mostly uses knives.
Ah, he's a knifer.
Yes, he's a blade man, man.
Okay, so I'll let you start off with picking your first character.
Alright, for my first character, and remember, we're doing this completely unrehearsed.
I have no idea who he's picking, so we might come up with 2 white mages. Or maybe we might have 4.
Well, I always start out, as I do, with a fighter.
Fighter, the guy in the red. Okay, what's his name?
His name is Fred.
Freddy. All capitals, or we don't follow proper punctuation?
I like to follow proper punctuation. I'm a stickler like that.
Okay, there we go. Second character.
Oh, you want me to go again?
Yeah.
Alright, I decided for my second character to do a red mage.
Red mage?
That way, no matter who you picked, I know we'd have at least 2 parties.
So what's his name? We got Freddy and...
His name is Bob, and he uses Insight.
Bob. Robert. What do I do? Space? Space? Space. There we go. Okay, my first character is gonna be the black belt. Because I love the black belt. Ever since playing games like, I don't know. I'd say maybe Dragon Warrior 3.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we're gonna name him Zero.
I honestly considered going with a fighter and a black belt for optimal melee damage.
Yeah, okay. So my first character is black belt just for his attack power. He's our economy character. He doesn't really need any money to buy stuff. And then my second character is gonna be a red mage because I didn't know what you were gonna pick if you don't pick a healer. So now we have 3 people that are red in our team.
Nice. The nice thing about the red mage is that no matter what party configuration you come up with, the red mage can compensate for whatever you haven't picked. So having 2 melee characters and 2 red mages, we could easily go with healing and offensive magic respectively.
So let's see, what should I name this guy?
If we chose to do it.
We're gonna name him Pete after Kenshin from LP videos. If you ever watched his videos. Kenshin 1913. PD. Pete's the
I shall have to check that out.
So we got Fighter, Red Mage, Black Belt, Red Mage.
And I have a feeling that we are going to be messing the enemies up.
So this is the overworld. Is there a name for the overworld?
Corneria?
Oh, this castle's Corneria.
Yeah, I think the king kind of like rules over the whole thing though.
Well, look at how big this place is.
I couldn't tell you for sure.
It's got like 6 villages here. What are the odds that I get attacked while walking around this little area?
Slim to none, Chief.
Go inside. And we got a town. But we're at 14 minutes. Think we should call a video right here?
Yeah, we should probably stop, resync, make sure that everything's working correct. Oh, we definitely want to save first, though.
Yeah, let's go save. Let's waste our money already.
Fortunately, it's not too hard to get a saving money up.
True. So let's see. In order to save in this game, we gotta go to the inn.
Or use a tent.
Or use a tent, and we...
Or a cabin. Or a magic house.
Yeah, just pull a house right out of our asses.
That's a terrible place to keep a house, but it seems to work.
So now we're saving the game. Also, I'd like to mention we won't be using save states because 1 is considered cheating, and 2, we cannot use save states in the way that we're playing right now. We're doing net play through Nestopia.
Yes.
So all of our savings don't be done through the end.
And a very special thanks, Guy, for setting up the server correctly, because I completely lost it trying to figure it out.
It's nice to use Google and how to figure stuff out.
Hey, I'm a hardware guy, not a software guy.
Yeah.
I was lost after a few sentences on that.
Yeah, I just skipped to the end. Yeah, so 16 minutes. So this has been Brian D0313 with
your old pal Rosser. Take a drink.
See ya and have a good day.